sew together mannequins with you again. Today I'm going to show you the old-timers men's suit. I want to show you the way that it's been tailored, and I want to show you all the tricks and the methods, techniques of the sewing process. And I will show you today also how to make hemming on the pants. So let's start with a jacket, and little by little we go and go to the pants. But now I want to show you the jacket, and the jacket, it's made from, I think, this fabric called in our country Soralin. I don't know how it calls in English, so if you identify it, please share with me, write to me. I want to extend my knowledge, and I do want to learn new things. So let's go. I want to start with color, with collar. It's made with fabric, and it being cut, if you see the print, it being cut different way. So I think maybe they turn the fabric on the other side. Under the collar there is not original fabric, but it's woven some kind of fabric here. What I love here, if you can see the stitching being made by hand, it's very interesting. I think maybe it's being made because it was bigger, it makes smaller in time. Maybe it was up here, I don't know. And maybe the fabric being changed, because I see the hand stitching, not the machine stitching here. What I like in the jackets, when they made long time ago, I like the loop. So people use it usually when they come into the office or places. They were hanging the jackets. They didn't have an office hangers, but they have some kind of access, and they were hanging in the wall. Now I want to go little by little to the outside, and then I go inside. I love the work on the pocket. It's very accurate, and it's big pocket, it's long pocket. Let me take my measurement tape, and I will do measure how long it is. So this pocket has 6 inches 5 points, and his has 16 centimeters. I wanna go and show you the side of the jacket. Let me put on the table. And it's very interesting here. I will try and bring it close to the camera. It's look here on the women when they sew in tailoring. There is called a princess seam. It's look like it. It goes down till the pocket, and through the pocket it goes down. So this jacket being designed and made that it will hug the figure of the person. I'm gonna go on the back, and I want to show the openings in the back. If you can see, it's very nice. you know, and let me go. It's one person show, so I'm operator and I need to, here you go. It's stubborn. I like the way that the opening in the back made. If you can see it, it made straight. Usually when it's in the store, they have some kind of stitch here and here. And when you're buying it, you're taking a scissor and you open this small stitch. It usually hand stitch that jacket by himself hold himself nicely. I want to go and continue and showing you inside, but before I showing you inside, the jacket has two loops for the buttons, two big buttons, and on the sleeve they have 4 buttons. It has fake opening. It is, but it's been sewn. So if you can see, it's called fake openings because the buttons are sewn on top and you have the cut, but you don't have the buttonholes that you can hold it. It's nothing unusual on the sleeve, so we can pass that. I want to go inside the jacket and I want to show you the inside the jacket has 1 pocket, and the name of the company that made this, the label, it's under the pocket. Somehow the pocket has white color inside and it has a small pocket. They usually use it for a lightener, or they're using it on the other side. They have on the big one, usually they have 2 smalls, and this is another label of the company, the Fenton Hall Clothes in New York. And they have some kind of red figure, I don't know, like statues or castle. The stitch, it's very interesting stitch, the way that they stitch it. So inside the pocket you have style and size, and I don't see the style and size, but they have some kind of number that they have in the factory. The pocket, it's very deep and it's very comfortable. So from the jacket I want to go to the pants, and I want to show a little bit pants, and then I want to show how to do the hemming. Very interesting work on the pants. Oh my god, I still have a handkerchief and I washed those outfits. They have very interesting closure on the pants, if you can see it, with the zipper. Okay, let's see if the zipper works. Yes, it is. So they have very interesting closures, and here they're supposed to have a button it up. You see the loop. This is the inside and the outside, and has button here. It's a classical pants. They are made for comfy. They a little bit wider, you know, inside, but it's very nice fabric. I love the pockets. The pockets are, look how big they are. Oh my god, let me just measure. They give you the from top of the we have 10 inches long, 25.5 centimeters, and we have the wide, we have 10.5 and 26 centimeters. The pockets in the front, I'm not saying the pockets in the back, the way that they are very, 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 very long. I like the way that it's made with the pocket and the buttons. It's nice. What I do like to show you, I would like to show you how to do the hemming on this kind of pants. And of course, I am not gonna do many maneuvers that needs to be done, but I will show you how to make it. Before I did this, somebody already has snapped on their fabric and they cut. It wasn't even, if you can see it. Somebody did try to do the work. So let me show you. This is what I do. And then I cut straight. Try to hold it straight, that fabric shouldn't move. Okay, now all right. Now I want to go to the machine, and I would like to do the overlock, but before I'm going to do the overlock, I want to cut the big chunk axis of the fabric that goes on the seams, that it shouldn't go under my serger and destroy my needles. So I usually do cut the corners. I don't like them because too much fabric in one seam, it won't, nobody guarantee you that needle won't break. Okay, I'll go under the serger, and for you I'm trying to do the contrast thread. You need to see, but usually I do use almost color look-alike thread, but in this situation this is the sample. Not gonna wear it, nobody's gonna wear it, so I do would like to show you what I'm going to do. Okay, I like to go slow, rushing nowhere. As you hear slow and steady, this is the way that it goes in the sewing. I'm just holding the fabric that it shouldn't slip nowhere. I'm going straight. Let me show you what I do. Yes. And it is important to show you how I do the end of the surgery. I'm going over the stitches maybe an inch. Just to secure the other stitch, that it shouldn't run nowhere. After I do the serger stitching, I do like to use iron. It is important that you should use iron. Iron with the steam. All right, now I'm gonna go and work on the pants, and I'm gonna go and do the elegant hemming that needs to be done for men pants. Yes, this is inside. Need a little bit. Somebody tried to do some work there a long time ago, and it's left uncomfortable position the fabric, so you need to iron it too. With the iron also working gentle. I not using the shoe or sandal because I feel the fabric, and this fabric needs a little bit stronger press, and if I won't do the stronger press, then it won't iron. So I very gentle that the iron shouldn't eat up the fabric, because we do need to be cautious. So because of experience, again, I know how to do that, and I'm working on it. So probably I will take like 3 inches, and I'm gonna do the marks. We do seam to seam the pants. Here I'm telling you, somebody tried to make it was wider, so we'll go, and I probably use 3 inches. Then I'm taking again this soap. This is my marker, and again, remember, this is a sample. This is not what I'm gonna wear, so even if it is, you can always take a little cloth and white it up, water it and white it up, because it's a soap. So I go like that. It needs to go very patiently. It needs to be measured, and okay. All right, this is in inches, 3 inches. In centimeters, we're gonna go 7, almost 8 centimeters, you know, a little bit less than 8. Now I'm turning on the other side, but before I'm gonna turn on the other side, I would like to draw the line. And it's easy to work when you have a line. Right, and I'm gonna go on the other side and do the same. 3 inches. 3 inches. You can do it longer if you have enough fabric. Always think you need to measure another 3 inches. So before you cut, because some pants come very long, some pants doesn't give a lot of fabric, so you have to know how to measure and think. Don't rush, don't cut, and then it's hard to work on the outfit when you cut it already. Okay, let's make it straight. Okay, all right, so this is how it goes. First I'm going to the first seam, and you have to iron first. I'm gonna go in, and on my mark I'm gonna iron. Patiently running aware. I'm gonna iron on one side, and after I'm done, I'm gonna iron the outside before I'm gonna put the pins. Or you can use it the stitching marks with the needle and the thread, hand sewing. It means that you can secure it with the needle and the thread. A long time ago we didn't have the pins, so we did use needle and a thread in our country, but here we have everything now, so we can use it. Alright, almost done on the left side of the garment, and I'm gonna go and do it outside. It is important that it should go both sides. You should iron. If you see, I'm not ironing the corners, the end of the fabric, because when you iron and you go in with the iron to the fabric, then you iron it and it stays there, and it's hard to take it off the ironing marks. So I'm trying to go very gentle, turning around, and not to go to the end of the fabrics. Remember, the end of the fabrics, I'm not going. I can turn around the way that I did. I'm going to show you again, and I'm going to iron it. Go on the other side, and I'm going to show it to you again, how I'm not touching the corners, because I don't want to have marks of the iron, and they impossible or hard to undo. See, now this is what I did with the iron, and this is what I'm gonna do. So we're working on this is half. Be sure that you have half. So the half of the fabric, if you can see it, exact half, this is the way that I am putting the needles. This is the way that you need to put the needles. Not this way and not straight way, but a little bit horizontal. It is important for that fabric. You see, a little bit horizontal. I need this to be catched this way, and patiently we're gonna go and we're gonna do this is what I do. This is how it needs to be done, and this is how I'm gonna do it. This is, I never made men pants, but I did hemming on very expensive men's suits, by the high fashion designers. So I have a little experience on how to work on the men hemming pens. And this is elegant evening or just elegant pens. So no rushing. You have to, when you're going under, you have to put your fingers in and feel it. You have to hold all the layers together. There are 4 layers now, so you have to hold them and don't let it slip nowhere. Now, this is what I do. Now, I need to iron, and please see how I am ironing these pens. This situation I will iron really, really slow and a little bit different. You can iron when your pins on, but try not to touch your pins with your pins, the head of your pins. They made from plastic and they can melt because the iron is very hot. I'm moving a little bit just to have a space to iron the pens. I'm gonna iron inside too, because I want this fabric to do the manipulation of the fabric, and I want this fabric to listen to me and do what needs to be done. So we're going slow. Running nowhere. When you're running, you're making mistakes. When you're making mistakes, this is the most terrible thing. And then, okay, the other side. And I'm gonna go and do inside and see how I'm working with the iron. Please watch. I'm not going inside the pens, only the end of the hemming. Only the end of it. I don't need to go inside. I do need only the end of it. And I'm done ironing. I can take my pins and I can go on top. I can go on top very quick. Okay, I went on top, and then I'm gonna go with the iron again. We're not gonna iron the corners of the fabric. Remember that we don't want them to have iron marks, and then it's hard to iron. Only the end of it, inside and outside. When you are sewing, you have to be iron friendly. You have to know how to work with the iron, and the part of the sewing, it's an iron. All right. I turn the pins for the hemming inside out, that you should see the way that I put the pins. You see they touching the end of the fabric. If you can see it, you need to be accurate. You need to put your hands under when you put in your pins, and you need to work with them like this. I'm gonna go now on the machine, and I'm gonna go and secure this here, and I will continue showing you how it needs to be done. All right. Again, I'm using the contrast threads just to show you. Those pens are not going to be the pens that I'm going to wear, so it's going to be the contrast thread. Please watch carefully how I am doing. Rushing nowhere. You're taking a couple of pins, you're putting them on the side, and because we iron everything, so we can work and not be afraid of fabric to move. Just hold with your hands when I open, and now I'm putting the pens under the machine. Hold the fabric, and it shouldn't move nowhere. Just hold with your fingers. Put the fabric, let me go here, put the your outfit pants near to the serger thread, serger seam, sorry, and we're holding with our hands, and little by little we are sewing it. Again, rushing nowhere. You're rushing, this is what's going to happen. It's going to be crooked, and you're going to be very, very, very upset, and it's taking toll on you, and you don't want to do it. Now, I'm holding the fabric, I'm pulling the fabric on the sides, but I'm not pulling it over the iron that I iron it. It should stay straight. All right, I'm done. Pulling very gentle from the machine. I usually, when I'm working on the outfit, I cutting right away the threads. I don't want to deal with them no later, no after, no when I'm ironing. I'm cutting them all the way right away, because this way the outfit is clean and it stays good. Now we have another thing to do. I did the seam. You see the seam? I did the seam. Now we're putting back on the fold. I don't need to put the I don't need to secure. What I'm gonna do is, where is the seam is, all right, where is the seam is here, I'm putting the secure, and I'm gonna do the stitch. I'm gonna secure it. So you have to be careful, because this we have a lot of layers of fabric here. This is one side, and we're gonna go and do on the other side. Usually you do the seam inside the seam, that it shouldn't be seams, but for you I'm showing that you should see where to go and how to do it. Now this is the first side, and I'm gonna go and do on the other side behind the camera. Well, I'm back on the table, and after I did this, I need to iron again. You're gonna say, well, how many times you need to iron? How many times? It's necessarily 2, that the outfit will take the right shape and it's look nice and professional. So I'm ironing again. And turning on the other side. The inside we need to iron too, don't forget that. Don't forget the other sides that I told you. Need to move and do it. Now I am done with the iron now, and as I seen videos, I just seen videos that you can leave it like this, but I don't want to leave it like this. I do have my opinion of outfit, and I will secure it a little bit. I'm gonna do hand stitching. All right, I need to secure the inside. The inside of the left side, it's been secured. If you see the stitching, you see the white thread. I did secure both sides with double stitching on my machines. This is the other side. But I need to secure the pants that it shouldn't open somehow. So I do a little bit of couple of stitches. I'm taking only one layer. Do not take two layers, because you have two layers, you know, in the inside. And I'm picking up with another layer inside. Try not to stick it through the outside, because then your work will be not accurate, and it will look not professional, and we don't want that. I want you to succeed. So we're taking only one layer. Again, work with your hands, feel with your hands. You need to open a little bit, open a little bit, be a little bit. Work will give a lot of results. So one layer we're taking. This is the way that you can do it, you know, your stitching. They wouldn't be seen outside. I just want to show you. I'm going to continue and showing you that they won't be seen outside, but it will be secure inside. That manchette that you do, this is the hemming, the elegant hemming, won't fall, or if the person gonna move a lot, or it doesn't matter, it still needs to look professional. So you're gonna go around this when you are securing in another stitch. It's called inside stitch, inside stitching. I will show you, because I'm using the black thread. You will probably see the thread if I stick it on the fabric. So when you finish, you need to go around. This is the best of the best results. I'm not going to do all the hemming on the pants, because I gave you the idea and you know what I mean. You have to secure it, and I'm securing it with triple knot. This is how I work. I do triple knots. I like them, not nuts. So when you're working on the pants, try to use invisible thread. Invisible thread won't give you this look. I just make it for you to see. But when I'm working on this kind of outfits, and they need to have special attention, and they need to have the high quality finish, so I do use invisible thread. This is where I used my stitch. You can see the stitch. I hope you can see the black thread, but this is the inside and this is the outside. My stitch that I made, it doesn't matter what kind of thread I use, but anyway, I like to use the thread look-alike for the beige color. It doesn't look no outside, only the inside. Now the pants hemming look professional, look clean work, elegant, and trust me, if you in the business of tailoring or fixing clothing, this is the best of the best when you're doing elegant pants. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I was helpful. Stay beautiful, stay healthy, and I see you next time. So long.